Good morning, guys. Vegas Dave, bright and early, 7 a.m. from Cabo St. Lucas. What I want to talk to you about is how I deal with my L's, how I deal with my losses in the sports betting world. Because you know what? Everyone loves to blow up social media when Vegas Dave has a losing day. I'm a fraud. I'm a scammer. But you know what? Watch this vlog. I'm going to break some knowledge down for you and show you how I handle my losses and how I welcome my haters. By the end of this video, you'll see that I'm the real deal and that sports betting is a marathon, not a sprint. Good morning, guys. Vegas Dave here, and today I want to talk about, resiliency and how to bounce back from losses in everyday life. Every single day people might go through a divorce, or some people might lose their job. How do you bounce back for that? Or in my type of business, how do I bounce back from a bad day of sports betting? What I tell people in sports betting, it's a marathon, not a sprint. People have to understand that, people work maybe 5-6 years at their job from 9 to 5 before they get a raise. They bust their ass for 5 or 6 years, and then they get a raise for maybe $10,000 or $15,000 from their boss. But people want to come in sports betting, and their goal is to invest $1,000 and turn that into $10,000 or $15,000 in 6 months. How is that fucking possible to accomplish that in 6 months when you bust your ass at your job for 5 to 6 years and hope to get the same amount of raise? It's just not possible. So I always tell people, just have expectations that are realistic, and most people don't. And the thing is, when I lose a game, it's just like all hell breaks loose. It's all over the internet. Every hater's talking shit. Vegas Dave lost. I mean, my first tell that I know that I'm the best in the industry is that when people are so happy to see me lose. They're so happy to see my players lose. They want to see my players have misery. My players will never leave me because you know what? You can't beat the books. I'm only the 1% in the world. I did what 1% of the world could do, and that's beat Las Vegas and beat them bad. That's why they banned me, and they don't want to pay me the money they owe me. That's how good I am. And the fact that I have not had losing weeks or losing months in my sports betting career just shows how great I am. So the thing that I want to tell people is this, is that stop listening to what other people say, because when I woke up this morning after I had a bad day yesterday in the sports books, and I'm human, I would be a scam if I never had a loss. I would be a scam if I never had a losing week. I'm here to tell you right now, I will have a losing day. I will have a losing week, but I won't have a losing season because I'm that damn good. If you learn how to manage your money and you follow my emails to the T, you can be very, very successful. So how does Vegas Dave bounce back from a bad day? So when I wake up this morning and I see all these handicappers saying Vegas Dave is a fraud, how am I a fucking fraud for losing a day in sports? These other handicappers lose almost every single day, yet I have weeks where I win 5, 6, 7 weeks at a time, where I have seasons where I never lose, like in baseball. So the audacity that people think and say, oh my God, Vegas Dave is a fraud, thinking they're going to steal my clients, that won't happen. My biggest tip for those haters is that if they would focus more energy on building their business and building their brand and putting the sweat equity in than talking shit about Vegas Dave, they might be successful. Let me give you a little clue. If your handicapper spends more time talking about Vegas Dave on social media than working on games, that's an issue. And guess what? If your handicapper spends more time talking about Vegas Dave and talking shit about me, that's your fault. You deserve to lose. You're dealing with the clown. So let me explain something to you guys again. I will have a losing day. I will have losing weeks, but I will never have a losing season. And the fact that people say I'm a fraud or a scam when I lose a day is just utterly ridiculous. But you know what? My skin is so fucking thick, it doesn't bother me. I thrive off that, because the more people that talk about me, the more people that see other people posting content with the name Vegas Dave in it, if it's good or bad, that I'm the GOAT, I'm a legend, or I'm a scam or a fraud because I had a bad day, it all sends traffic my way. You'll never hear me talk about any other handicappers. Why? Because I don't want to send free publicity to them. Any kind of publicity, even negative publicity, is good. I'm living proof of that. These handicappers, you know what? They wish they could make $1,000 a day, $2,000 a day. A bad day for me is $30,000 a day. I've showed my PayPal. I've showed my bank statements. People see that I'm making over $1 million a month, and it gets under the skin of all the handicappers. They can't understand is, how can Vegas Dave make $1 million a month with no overhead from a cell phone? They'll never know, and they'll never find out. But I'll tell you this, is that when I see someone else lose, I don't create content talking shit about them. I'm too busy working on my shit. So the fact that other people are so focused on my lifestyle and they're so focused on Vegas Dave's record, that they're not working on their own work and due diligence, that's the reason they're going to fail in the game of life. People need to start worrying about their own business and not in anyone else's business. I have no idea what any record is of all my competing handicappers. You know why? Because I know I'm the best. Ain't no one gonna beat me. No one's gonna have better numbers for me. How can your handicapper tell you to bet $1,000 in a game when he's never bet $100,000 in a game? Handicappers out there haven't even bet $50,000 a game, $100,000 a game. I have bet millions of dollars on a game. I've been featured on worldwide global platforms such as ESPN, Fox Sports, USA Today, Forbes magazine, Inside the MMA, global platforms worldwide. Why have I been on them and the other handicappers haven't? Think about it. The proof's in the fucking pudding. I'm the real deal. You don't just go on ESPN and Fox Sports, USA Today, Yahoo Sports if you're not the real deal. But anyways, moving on from that, what I'd like to tell people out there is that, you know, I shake off my losses. I'm the first one to admit I had a losing day yesterday. And what do? I don't cry. I don't sulk. I wake up at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. I start getting on the laptop. I start working on games, and I'm resilient. You know what? I welcome my L's. I welcome my L's. I welcome my fucking losses. You know why? Because my losses turns into wins. Occasionally I need a loss here and there. I need to show that I am human. I need to be able to test my resiliency. I need my players to understand that a lot of them are spoiled. You know why? Because I go on, you know, just last week, I won 16 straight 10-unit plays in a row. 10-unit plays are like my top plays. I won 16 in a row. Let me repeat that, 16 in a row. And then I have one losing day and people say I'm a fucking scam. Are you kidding me? It's like buying Apple stock, buying Microsoft, and it goes up and up and up and up for weeks and weeks and weeks, and one day has a bad day. Do people call Bill Gates? Do people call the Apple store and say, oh, you guys are a fucking fraud, the stock dropped for a day? No. So how am I a fraud? It's just that people are jealous, people are envious, and they want to see me lose. But I like to see the smile on my face when I talk about it, because when people say I'm a failure, that I'm a fraud, and that I'm a scam, it's the biggest fucking compliment in the world. You know why? Because you other handicappers can't even understand how the fact that I can make $1 million a month. Even if I have a losing day, I'm still making $35,000, $40,000 a day. My players will never quit on me. You know why? I have integrity, I have honesty. Listen, all my players have never met me. Never had a conversation, never shook my hand, never looked me eye to eye, never had a phone call with me. But they continue to send me money, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars sending me up front. If I didn't have integrity, if I didn't work hard, and I didn't produce winners, strangers wouldn't send me money. Do you agree? And if I was really a scammer, I sell weekly packages. People would cancel. How can I make $1 million a month of $199, $499, and $999 a week packages? If I was losing, people would quit after the first or second week. You can only scam people for so long. So common sense is, this guy must be good. And I'm not just good, I'm great. I'm not trying to be egotistical, I'm just stating the facts. There's no way in the world, and do you agree with me, for me to make $1 million a fucking month off my cell phone, selling sports picks to people around the world off Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter without them even meeting me? Doesn't that tell you something, that the proof's in the pudding? If I was dishonest, I would take all the millions of dollars and say, deuces, I'm moving to the Caribbean, I'm moving to a foreign island, I'm out. But you know what? I will never quit. I'm addicted to the grind. People always out there, oh my God, Vegas Dave, are you gonna get married? Are you gonna quit? Are you ever gonna give up sports betting? No, it's in my passion, it's in my DNA. I love what I do. The most important thing is I love helping people. Regardless if it's entrepreneurial business advice or if it's sports betting advice, it all has one common factor. It's about giving back and helping people. I love helping people and I love working. So to answer everyone's question out there, when I have a loss, how do I deal with it? With a smile, because you know what? It's unheard of not to have any losing days. Because listen, I'm gonna have losing days, I'm gonna have losing weeks. Let me repeat that. I will have a losing day, I'll even have losing weeks, but I'll never have a losing season. And I tell people this, if you think I'm a scam, thank you very fucking much. That's the best compliment anyone could give me. You know why? Because in your world, in Nebraska, in Michigan, in Kansas, wherever the fuck you live, you can't believe that someone makes $1 million off their phone a month helping people around the world be the sports books, okay? People can't understand that. And to me, that's the biggest compliment in the world. And now I would be a true scam if I won every single day. So the fact that I don't win every day, and I do have losses here and there, just proves to you I'm not a scam, that I'm legit, that I'm human, that not every human is perfect, but I'm pretty close to perfect because I said I'll have a losing day, I'll have losing weeks, but I'll never have a losing season. So what I want to tell people out there, anything in life, for me I was talking about sports betting, but if you're out there and you lose your job, you lose your girlfriend, you lose your car, you lose a business opportunity, don't give up. It's how you bounce back. You know, you might fall 10 times, but get up all fucking 10 times and be resilient. Listen, do you think if I cried every single time I had a losing day, or I let all the other handicappers that talk shit about me in the morning get me down? No, I wake up in the morning at 6 a.m. and I'm working on games already. I've been up since 2 hours, already working on games before I shot this vlog for you guys to let you guys know it's how you battle back from your losses. I welcome my losses because it teaches you resilience, and I love the fact that the whole world in the handicapping and sports betting services talk about me, that when I have one losing day, I'm a supposed scam, because you know what? That's free publicity to me, because they say Vegas Dave is a fraud. People go to my Vegas Dave page, they see all my accolades, and they sign up. So I thank all my haters out there for the free publicity. There's no way I would have a paid off Ferrari, 2 paid off houses in Mexico, and a life by design without the haters. So I welcome the haters. Please keep talking about me. Please, when I have a winning week, when I go 16-0, call me a scam because you believe it's not true. And when I have a losing day, call me a scam because I lost. Either way, it's free publicity. But what I want to tell you guys out there is how you bounce back in life. Life is always going to throw you some curveballs. Life is always never going to be very sweet and perfect. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs. And just like sports betting, it's a marathon, not a sprint. How you bounce back from life. It's like how I gave you the examples of how I bounce back from my losses. I welcome my losses. It shows that I'm human, and I don't give a fuck what other people say, because mark my words, today, tomorrow, and the next day, we'll have winning days. You know why? Because I'm willing to put the work in, wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and bust my ass. Thank you for watching today's vlog. I shared a lot of personal information with you, how I deal with my losses, and I gave you some tips as well as how to handle your losses in everyday activities, because God is always going to throw you some curveballs. It's all about how you handle your losses, how you get back on your feet. If you enjoyed today's free content and you'd like to see more free content about business and entrepreneurship, subscribe to my YouTube channel, It's Vegas Dave TV, and click that little bell on the top. That's my notification bell. So anytime I have a new video and anytime I give out more free content, you'll be notified right away, and you can learn how to have a life by design.